I think control can just feel really heavy at times. I feel like I've got to control my work environment. I've got to control my home life. I've got to control things with my kids.
For me, everything appears perfect on the outside. However, I don't have control. I think we lived where we kind of cherry-picked. Yes, I believe in God, and I know Jesus died for my sins, but I want just enough to be saved, but not necessarily changed.
I look back now and think, I don't think I was wanting to commit, because then I would have to be held accountable.
As it would come crumbling apart, I would find myself on my knees and praying, I need your help, I can't do this anymore. And then things would get better, and so I would dust myself off, get up and say, okay, thanks God, I'll take it from here, I've got it.
I knew like I couldn't live for the world if I was 100% in, and I was scared of that.
Blake was our first child, and he was really outgoing. He had a ton of friends, Mr. Popular. He was really athletic, really academic too. He did very well in school.
Looking back now, like I can see it, he always wanted to push the envelope and do something earlier than what he should be doing at his age, and felt like nothing was ever enough for him.
Blake's struggle was 4 years, off and on. One morning in particular, I was getting ready for work and I could smell marijuana coming from his bedroom. I yelled, I was mad. And he ended up leaving the house, and after about 3 weeks, he showed up, and he had basically put everything in his body that he could get his hands on at that point. He admitted he had started taking Percocet. Then he found out that it wasn't Percocet, it was fentanyl. I took the whole week off and just sat here with him, and he was coming off of fentanyl, and I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. It was just very overwhelming. I didn't really know what I was doing. And it was kicking him out, feeling guilty, letting him come home because we knew we had nowhere to stay and we didn't want him out on the streets, and it was just this horrible back and forth. I told him, this is gonna end two ways. You're gonna be in prison or you're gonna die.
Our home wasn't safe. It was always just walking on eggshells. I have a lot of guilt of like, I would be frustrated all the time. I wish I wouldn't have got so angry.
I didn't handle it well because, like I said, I do want control. And I knew in that situation I couldn't control. I started getting my master's degree. I was so focused on that because it felt like I had control over that.
I got a phone call from him. I was in Palestrero at one of my accounts. He said, I am using stuff all the time. I'm crying out for help now, basically. And I said that when I get home from work, I'll help you. I was 10 minutes away. So I went on my day, and I texted him a couple times and didn't hear back from him. And so I looked on our Ring camera. There was somebody standing at the window, and there was smoke coming out of his window. I look back now, and I was like, he's gonna burn our house down. And I was still feeling angry. By the time I got to our street, this whole street was blocked off. He is on our front yard, under a sheet, gone. And I remember just collapsing to the ground. I didn't know what to do.
The hardest part about grieving the loss of a child for me was the fact that we had other children. I couldn't just say, I need to be sad today and I can't be your mom today. It's really hard to be a good mom to 3 other children when one has just died.
My hope was try to still be a husband and try to be a father to my other 3 kids, and just felt very incomplete. As a father, as a husband, there's nothing I could fix what she was feeling, what the kids were feeling, what I was feeling. That was so dark.
When we came to the house and we were trying to figure out what's next, I go outside and I'm standing in front of our house and I'm just crying. No cloud in the sky at all. And it just started to rain, like right on top of our house. And I really felt in that moment like he was saying, I'm crying with you. And I didn't want this to be the outcome, but it needed to be. And I need you to trust me.
I tell everyone that my life changed on June 7th, 2025. And I was out at houseboat camp. We're worshiping and I'm looking around and I feel God is there. Seeing other people pray together and all these people wanting to be on this island in the presence of God. I just realized this is what I've been searching for. That is the hope that we need. And that's what's going to bring us out of this. It's almost like he has been knocking my whole life and I finally answered the door.
Since Blake has passed, our family is stronger than it's ever been. It's still sad. We still grieve. There's beauty. There is a garden on his grave where we can celebrate. God has been so faithful, and now I'm all in. I've taken permanent residency at the feet of Jesus. I don't want to get up.
Ever since I've done a better job of letting go of control, he is leading my life. But everyone goes through stuff. And I know that when you turn to Jesus and you let him take control of your life, it doesn't feel dark anymore. It feels like his light is all around us. And that's what helps me get through every day, is letting him run our lives.